To our other top story tonight, the CDC warns that the flu is bad this season. And they were right. They're now calling it an epidemic. It's widespread in 36 states, and the number of people with the flu is much higher than last year. There have been nearly 2,000 people hospitalized in Ohio alone, and that's compared to 338 this time last year. In northern Kentucky, there have been more than 1,200 reported cases. 15 children have died across the country, including 2 here in the tri-state. A 6-month-old baby from Hamilton County is one of the victims. Local 12 Sydney Benter is here now to tell us how a flu shot could have prevented that death. Sydney.
Thanks, Rob. It's scary for mothers anytime their infant is sick. So hearing about that 6-month-old's death is concerning for one mother whose baby daughter just had the virus. Little Ricc'kay is a happy, active baby. That wasn't the case a couple of weeks ago, though.
She had went out to like 1 diaper a day and just maybe 2 or 3 ounces of milk a day, and it was just like you could tell it was draining her.
Mom Tyeisha suspected it was the flu. She had it too. So did one of her other daughters. She phoned the doctor when her 5-month-old's temperature spiked.
She told me it wouldn't make no sense to bring her in because it was the flu was going around basically.
And it certainly is going around. More than 140 people in Cincinnati have already been hospitalized for the flu this season.
Typically, when H3N2 is the flavor that predominates, there are more hospitalizations. It's typically a somewhat worse year.
Infants who are younger than 6 months old are too young for the flu vaccine. A 6-month-old baby is Hamilton County's first flu-related pediatric fatality this season. Doctors say anyone who comes in close contact with infants should be vaccinated. Expectant mothers are no exception.
Because the baby can't be immunized and maternal antibodies may help prevent serious illness if the infant is exposed to influenza.
It took more than a week for baby Ricc'kay to shake her symptoms. Tyeisha says the ordeal was pretty scary.
Both of us having a flu and being sick, I could control my pain and take medication, but I couldn't do the same for her, so it was very hurtful.
Now, Tyeisha says she's never gotten the flu shot. She says she used to have her children vaccinated, but that they'd still get sick anyway, so she doesn't do it any longer. Rob?
Sydney, thanks very much. 40% of Americans have had this season's vaccination, but vaccines designed early in the year are in many ways an educated guess about the threats from the flu season ahead.